It seems that humanity has come to a point of such ineptitude that we want to accept those who want to bang your 5-year-old daughter. Or at least that's what this woman thinks.
Might want to investigate that.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Austin and welcome back to the channel. This article has been showing up everywhere all over Twitter recently. Belgian poet. People must accept that pedophilia resides in each of us. The title of this article gives me a lot of Suddenly You're a Nazi vibes from Extra Credits. There you are, playing with your dick, when suddenly... You like little kids. You didn't ask for this, you didn't choose this, and yet there's hentai of it. It's safe to say I'm never gonna look at my neighbors the same way again.
What's your OnlyFans?
Now, naturally, there was a lot of outrage over this article and a lot of backlash towards the Belgian poet. And I mean, what do you expect? Everyone in the world to suddenly sell their kids' souls to Hollywood? But let's get into this. A Belgian poet employed by the city of Bruges has come under fire after writing a letter condemning the demonization of pedophiles and said people need to accept pedophiles. Belgian poet Delphine Lecomte wrote the letter in response to an investigation by Belgian journalists into a Flemish actor accused of sexually abusing children. Lecomte refers to pedophiles as a, quote, marginalized, vulnerable group that has been treated as sickening scum by the decent, moralistic community for years. Despite her protest, the museum poet has remained employed by Bruges, with the city council saying that while disagreed with her statements, Lecomte was entitled to free speech. And while yes, I agree she has the right to free speech, she is also defending people who want to bang a 3-year-old. Pedos are treated as sickening scum because that's exactly what they are. Anyone who wants to take sexual advantage over a child is a piece of crap. I don't think in any society we should accept people who like kids. It's just not seen in a society today as something that is morally right.
But don't you know that people up to the ages of 12 and 14 could get married at one point?
Yeah, during medieval times, but don't you know the average age of a person in medieval times was about 30? People on average today live about into their late 70s. That's 2.5 times the average age of a person in medieval times. There's no reason in getting with kids today because about 90% of people today are gonna die about the exact same age as you. There are 7.9 billion people on this planet. Even if you are the ugliest person alive, and you only have a chance about 1% of all people actually liking you, that's still about 79 million people. And if I did the math wrong, I'm sorry, but my point still stands. It's a lot. Now, taking away that 27% of the world's population is children, which is 1.9 billion, and subtracting that from the 7.9 billion people total, still leaves us about 6 million. And 1% of that would leave us about 6 million for the 1% of ugliest people on Earth. So even if you are the ugliest person on this planet, you still have about 6 million people who would love you. And all of those people are not children. So whoop-de-doo, all of us lonelies still got a chance.
By the way, I fucking hate math.
Lecomte went on to say in the letter that most pedophiles never engage in pedophile acts, and that every human being is sometimes attracted to innocence and youthfulness. Yeah, and what you're saying right now is totally not making me assume things about you. She continued, I think it is very dangerous to demonize and silence pedophiles. Yes, these people have the right to freedom of speech and to like what they want. Still doesn't mean that it's right. In this way, the pedophile is almost forced into a position of illegality and perverted criminality. If you yell at someone long enough, you're sick and disgusting, get under a rock. You just get the pedosexual excesses and child pornography we all want to avoid. But we also get certain individuals who go out of their way to change themselves for the better. Now, I'm not saying to go out and yell at your creepy gym teacher or janitor for that matter and just yell at them like as if they were a pedo. No. These are things that the proper authorities, such as the police, should deal with. And if you are a person who experiences these type of thoughts and wants to do these things, just go get help, man. That is some brave stuff to go get the proper help. I think it would be wiser to get to know and accept the pedophile, to accept that pedophilia resides in each of us, she added. No, it doesn't, frankly. I'm a high schooler, and I'm not looking for 5th graders. Lecomte wrote a follow-up letter to Original in which he claimed the lives of most pedophiles are a sad, fateful, lonely torment. Most pedophiles are completely harmless and do not rape children. They deserve mercy, gentleness, and grace, understanding, and professional help. Yes, they do deserve professional help. to get them to not like kids. It's just not comfortable knowing that there are people out there who want to bang a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, and someone in middle school, a young person in high school, while themselves being 20 or 30 years older. Calls for the normalization of pedophilia have been ongoing in progressive circles for years, such as the Ceylon articles written by virtuous pedophile Todd Nickerson, who wrote about a sexual attraction to a 5-year-old in 2015.
What?
Am I supposed to be looking up to this person? Like, what is the point of this? That's the end of this article, but what I need people to understand is that not everything should be accepted. Everyone has the right to free speech and to say what they want, but people don't have to accept that. You can have your viewpoint on something, and doesn't mean that I'm going to automatically accept that as my viewpoint. And I view that the accepting of pedophiles in our society is pretty disgusting, to be honest. It's as if we're just going 30 steps back from where we once were. That's all I gotta say about this topic, really, but I have a little bit more to say. So tomorrow I'm gonna start going to school and stuff, so uploads are gonna be a little sucky for a little bit. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do for uploads, so they'll be a lot later than they normally are. And I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a little while. I gotten just really lazy for some reason, and there was some stuff happening in the community, like the Trisha Paytas, Keemstar, H3H3 stuff. I was just completely not interested in any of that whatsoever. We also had some stuff in the small commentary community happen, which I didn't want to talk about because who gives a fuck about what some small commentators do. But other than that, that's really all I got for excuses. So I'm sorry, guys. I really let you down, and I was just on a hot streak when I decided to take several days off. So I'm sorry about that again. But with that, everybody, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. And if I like it, and if you liked it, make sure you guys to like, subscribe, follow me on social media like my Twitter in the description below. And of course, as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.